Hi guys, it's me again. I hope you all had a nice weekend. And let's forget about the other bad things probably. And yeah, this video is just basically about my book. Uh, for those who bought my book, I just want you guys to know that I fixed all the grammar errors. You see, this book, when I made it, I didn't really think that someone would actually be interested, or buy it. Just I publish it. It was free to publish over Kindle, so it didn't really bother me that much. And then when I realized that I'm getting enough sick, like many people are actually purchasing it, I became ashamed of myself why I don't fix the grammatical error and then highlight the important things. So for those who bought my book, all you have to do is update it. I don't know how you would update it, but I tried to research over Google, of course my best friend Google, how you guys could update it, but I think there's an icon over your Kindle or your Amazon Kindle applications where you could actually refresh or update it to the latest one. Not, it has proper grammar, something like that. And for those who haven't had my book, well, it's here in Kindle. Basically, what I talk in my book, I didn't really discuss what did I talk about. Basically, I talk about a very short history of the Philippines, Not everyone is interested about that, but I just gave out that short history so you guys won't be clueless of why our characteristics are like this, like that, who did we get it from, and then the celebrations we celebrate, the endless celebrations. As you guys know, we have many parties, right? Like Christmas, New Year's Eve, what's that, just a lot of parties. And then I explained what are those parties for, what happens there. And then if you are there during that day, what do some Filipinos think your obligation should be? And then the national holidays and the tradition that comes with it. And also the gender roles in the family. These are the gender roles that I mentioned are the latest one, 2015, but it doesn't mean that everybody's following it, especially for the men. I think men in my country have a little bit superiority complex, but even though they cannot provide well. And then, wait, I can't see. Yeah, Filipinos in the society, how they see themselves and how they want to be seen, like educational background, those, types of things. And then Filipina in love, how do they act when they are in love? Filipinos, types of heritage. You see, Filipinos in Luzon are different from Filipinos in Visayas and different from Filipinos in Mindanao. Probably Filipinos in Visayas could, most of them are the ones who marry foreigners, majority. Unlike the ones in Luzon, only few of them. I don't know if it's with tradition or culture, but if you would notice, most foreigners, the ones that they marry are from Visayas, some are Leyte, like that. There are only few who actually married people from Luzon. But I'm not saying really few, but most, right? I don't know why, but that's the thing. Maybe because Filipinas from some are the ones working in the bar or something like that, or because they're slim. God, why I didn't get that genes from my great-great-grandmother. Anyway, 81 questions. These are questions to Filipinas that we answered. When I did this, I was with it was random. You see, in my situation, I don't really choose my friends. I did that a long time ago, but it didn't work out well. Like, they're not really there for you. So I kept the real friends, and they're the ones who were with me when we did this little question and answer. Some of the questions that we did were, some of my friends actually have foreign customers, and then the other one, I ask the other foreigners as well, just random coffee shops. And then some of them I ask my students, like, hey, what would you like to ask if you have a chance, like that. So we just collected those questions and then we answered them. Those are 81 questions. You would be surprised of what you will know and what they answered. But again, it doesn't talk about the majority of Filipinas, but somehow it would talk about, it would give you some insights regarding that. And then other places to go other than the bars, in case you get bored, it's also there. My personal recommendations, where does Mira go when she's in the Philippines? Oh, by the way, maybe I'm gonna be in the Philippines around December, so buy my books so I have money to go there. Kidding. And then steps from courtship to forever, and then actually there's a question mark there. Filipinas has a girlfriend, so you would see something about that. And then things that bother Filipinas when they go to other countries. You see, even though they want a good life, not everybody can adjust to it, like they might have some homesickness or some, like they cannot really adapt. And then Filipinas has a wife, has a mother, and then how will you know if she's cheating, having a property in the Philippines? Because many people really get, a little bit, not a little bit, some foreigners get cheated on businesses and properties, I've had some messages and comments. That's my laptop. So some of them talks about those situations. And then transportation in the Philippines is also there, and then having friends in the Philippines, like going out with your friends and you're Filipina. And then Filipino foods, like when they serve you, sometimes you don't know what they are, like balot. If you guys have had balot, to be honest, I like balot, but I cannot eat the whole egg because it's so yucky. I can just eat the yellow part and throw out the baby duckling. I feel guilty. And then my stepmom's sister would actually eat the baby duckling. It really freaks me out. And then my other sister eats the white part, the stone. We call that stone. I never eat that. So whenever we have balot, I think I'm the one who's really a minority, because I only eat if this is a whole balot, and then you can divide it into 3 because it's the dark, the yellow part, and then the white part. So I only eat the yellow part. They eat the Ew. And then the next one is transportation in the Philippines. I have a request right here. I'm gonna talk about that later regarding the drivers, because I only talk about like buses, like that, tricycle drivers, and then safety when you're having your first date, when you met them online. And then some Philippine trivia. The Philippine trivia, it's a lot. Like, I never even expected I wrote that much. And then all good to go, you're ready to take your girl home. I guess what I wrote there was things that you have to compromise and limit. And then how to know if she's a scammer. I also put that there. Cheating and scamming is different in my dictionary. I don't know if that's different in your dictionary. So I'm also gonna talk about cheating maybe later, but I have a lot of lists of requests, so let's check. And then Filipina and foreign marriages. Someone told me maybe the Japanese Filipina story was me. I wish it was me. I did. So I guess that answers your question. They're almost done. So the almost done part is just my personal opinion, nothing to think about. Now, if you would ask me, this book is really, it would give you an deeper insight with the culture traditions, especially if you're gonna have a long-term relationship or even a short-term relationship with a Filipina. Why? Because sometimes they would, say, oh my god, my lipstick. Just kidding. They would say some things like, I have to send money to the province because of you know, like special holidays like that, then you will never understand why suddenly all the kids of, you know, like children of other people would be knocking in your house during Christmas season asking for money. So it's a deeper insight, and I think once you understand this one, it would give you more, you know, I'm not gonna say you'll be more open-minded, but you'll be more, you can tolerate them a little bit more, but it doesn't mean that you have to force yourself to tolerate them. Especially, I know most of you are just tourists, right? Like, you're there to have fun. But knowing these things would help you know what's going on in the Philippines, how their minds work, basically, and when to avoid holidays, you know. To be honest, I only have two goddaughters, one from my high school friend, one from my college friend. And sometimes I also hide when it's Christmas, because it's okay if it's only just that one child, but then she will tag along her friends like that. So I just give like 200 to my grandma to give it to that, and then I'll tell them I'm not home. It really sucks to hide, but they're abusing. I'm not rich. I'm not picking up money. I'm I'm writing a book to earn money. I'm talking here, something like so. Okay. Anyway, that's all for it. For those who have it, please update your book. For those who doesn't have it, if you have Kindle Prime, it's for free. And then for those who don't have it, buy it. Just kidding. Yeah. I hope this one will give you a little bit of insight with that. So, yeah, I'll be on my next video. Where's my pen? And the next video, well, I'm not really sure what I'm gonna talk about, but see ya.